Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
The purpose of this event tonight is a fundraiser, and the funds will go back to the Art League of Long Island. The Art League is a not-for-profit organization, and it's the largest and oldest visual arts education center on Long Island. Franklin Hill Perrell is an artist himself and a very talented art historian. This topic, Picasso and His Women, as you can see, brought out so many people from the community and beyond.
The main point of the lecture that I'm going to be delivering tonight has to do with the fact that each one of Picasso's styles had to do with the woman who was his dominant love interest at a given time. And he had at least 5 or 6 of these of great significance. When Picasso had just begun to establish his fame, he got involved with the Russian ballet. And he met one of the ballerinas, and her name was Olga. And she was a beautiful Russian woman, but she had the most materialistic, conventional, and of course highly stylish and fashionable objectives. And Picasso was by nature a person of the avant-garde. When Olga came into his life, to please her, he changed his style. So he became a neoclassicist. He painted very appealing portraits. And this lasted for about 5 or 6 years, and then eventually his innate nature took over. He found a new woman who became a muse to him, and she was Marie-Thérèse. She was at the utmost not demanding at all. Her only goal was to love the artist, and he was very, very happy with that scenario. So he painted absolutely wonderful images of surrealism, and with surrealism, the big idea is something called biomorphism, shapes that look like biological or human forms that had tremendous influence on his art, and introduced an element of joy, it introduced exuberance, it introduced color, and it completely changed his style. Well, I think out of Picasso's work, the very famous painting called the Demoiselle d'Avignon, which is in the collection of the Museum of Modern Art, really sums it up, because that's Picasso in a way being a bit of a bad boy. He's painting a scene of 6 or 7 women in a brothel, and he's in a sense embodying the whole idea of the artist gazing at the beautiful woman, the man who finds appeal in the beautiful woman, and the woman who enjoys being looked at. He never was a truly abstract artist, but he had a mastery of every feature, from the most traditional to the most avant-garde. So I think that he's a great way of summing up the 20th century, the role of Paris as an art center, the role of the artist as an exile and an emigre, and the role of the artist as a human being who's living a full life.